Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about savings. In a previous video I talked about investing. All of it encompasses saving. So saving refers to the money you have left over after subtracting your expenses and spending from your earnings. So investing could be a form of savings, but I'm going to talk about what to do with savings that you have. So the amount you have left over. So when we talk about that, there's many forms of savings that you can do. But with the money that you have left over after you've paid your bills and after you've spent, you have savings left. So what I typically do is follow the 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes to bills, 30% goes to wants, and 20% goes to savings. So with that 20%, there's many things you can do with it. You can invest it or you can save it. And I'm going to talk about where I put my savings. So I use a high yield savings account. So I have a bank that I frequent. High yield savings accounts earn about 10 times more than a big bank account. So you can typically find these if you search high yield savings, HYSA. You can find online banks that will provide you a high yield APY. And the reason why they can do that is because from a big bank perspective, they have to pay for offices, they have to pay for bank real estate and those things. Online banks does not have to pay for those things. So you get the kickback, which is the higher interest rate from those accounts because of that main reason. And make sure you pick a bank that has FDIC or NTUA, that's for credit unions, and that they cover you up to $250,000. So make sure that they're FDIC or NTUA if they're a credit union. And other things you can do with your savings, I talked about this as well, is Treasury Direct. You can look that up as well, or you can buy I-bonds and get a nice high APR or interest rate on that. There's also investing you can do. So I talked about that in the previous video. You can invest in a retirement account if you don't have a 401k or 403b with your employer. You can invest in a Roth IRA with any of the major brokers. You can open up a retirement account, and also when you open that account up, not just put money in that account, but you want to make sure that you're funding that account with a index fund or mutual fund. Typically, I would go with a target date fund that you can fund. It's easy to manage. You just put the money in the fund. It goes from aggressive to non-aggressive as you age. And it's really good for those that are kind of hands off and don't really want to manage, buy stocks, sell stocks each and every day. This kind of manages it for you, and you invest frequently. So that's pretty much it for savings. And then, bottom line, you may have goals that you want to save for. You can use that high yield saving account for goals that you want: vacation, wedding, things that you want to do, buy a car. You can invest that money. You can transfer that money to your high yield savings account, get a high yield earning on that, and then also meet your goal for what you want to do. All right. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe. Let me know how any other topics that you would like me to cover. I'm going to leave you with a Bible verse today. So today's Bible verse is from Proverbs 21:20. Precious treasure and oil are in a wise man's dwelling, but a foolish man devours it. All right, have a good day.